We're back. It has been, what, well over a year now, yeah. And I'm glad to finally be back. At first it was a mental health break, then I had to get an entirely new PC, which I had to wait till my birthday for that. Um, I also had to save up a couple $100 to pitch in, and yeah, then my current PC was having microphone issues. Still don't know the cause of that, but it's over now, so, who cares? And so we're back with a game that, honestly, if I ever got brought to court, which, big if there, this game would be used as evidence against me. And we're starting big. And by that I mean a nuclear bomb. It's exactly as it seems. This game is senseless violence the game. That that's a lot of games actually, but you get the point. Let's try something more tame. Like, let's say, oh yeah, I have some mods, so plenty of various NPCs. But let's do something more tame, like, say, you know, stabbing this video game man to death. Oh, he ripped in half quick. Oh, alright. I was expecting blood. I was not expecting severings. Now, we're gonna put a life syringe here because I honestly just want to toy around with this half. That's a really sadistic thing for me to say, but what do you expect when I'm playing this game, honestly? Oh, and there's also this, which let's actually use one of the things from the mods. Shower time, right? Except not with water. Um, all right, here it is. Instead, we'll be using my favorite drink, nitroglycerin. And yeah, it really works just like that. Somehow this infects the person. And by infects, I mean this. They they go out with a bang. In the most literal sense. But so yeah, that's how we got rid of the bottom half of the corpse. My god. Um let's go for a light show. Let let's go for a light show, which like that. Oh my. Eh, we'll revive him, right? I you saw at the beginning of the video someone tanked a nuke point blank, right? We'll be fine. All because of the life syringe. Usually it doesn't take this many stabs with the health syringe. Right. YouTube is looming in the shadows right now. I need to be very careful with the way I word things. But let's go for a light show. Activate, activate, activate. Freeze. Um Where's the green one? I know there's a green one of this thing. I think. No, the green one's, yeah, one of the cannons. So, and you, you gotta you gotta put some yellow and blue, and yellow and orange actually is an even better color combo because they're opposites on a color wheel. You know, there's a bit of color theory going into my massacre, right? Because it can't just be all senseless violence. That's exactly what I'm doing actually. Um there we go. Uh and let's add some flavor, right? Some That's not the right one. So, this one's the right one. All right. Ooh, that's real bright. We're only gonna put one on each side. Freeze you to the spot. Well, it seems we only have an arm left. Oh, two arms left. My bad. Uh, but both of the arms are still here. And a neat thing about this game is that you can press T to look at how hot things are. Another neat thing is that you can set things to be as hot as you want. Set temperature, yes. Let's just there. It does cap out, so if we just put 9,000 a bunch, yeah, yeah. Look at that plus. We've the sun envies this man right here. Yes, I know the actual sun is hotter, but that's not as funny, right? Um, Look at that. It is a sheer white on the temperature. Oh, okay. We're achieving normality with some of the temperature. Now the only problem is much like a we've cooked him well. We've barbecued him exactly as we should. His meat is fall off the bone. All of the flesh and tendons just come off. I can't help but laugh at the nonsense. Yeah, yeah. It's just rapidly degenerating flesh. But we have a skeleton left over, you know, and it's always spooky season to me. So I consider this a complete 100% win. No problems whatsoever. And now I compared him to a sun at one point because I mean the display caps out at a certain point, but I'm sure he was nearing that temperature. Nearing the temperature of a small star. And how many of you know what happens to a star when it dies? I'm willing to bet a good few. So let's demonstrate. So, yeah, okay, that's faster than normal. Also, if you look, where the light is and where their body is are completely separate places that get closer as you zoom in. The spatial warping, scientifically accurate. Uh, Now, I'm just kind of doing whatever here, just because I'm only making this video to show that I'm no longer dormant. Um, Here's a bet I like to make with friends. Who will win? The car on the left, pulling with the same force as the car on the right. However, tipping them over at all is bound to cause, like, even just the slightest up tilt will make the other car win. Or does the little NPC in the middle get shredded? Shredded like cheese. Freeze time, activate both cars. Let's look at our answer. The answer is the left car wins. Also, the NPC gets shredded like cheese. Would you believe that this is relatively mild for compared to what usually happens? 'Cause their arms came off, but other than that, they're still in one piece. Not a piece in very good shape, but they're still in one piece, aside from the, obvious arms. Usually they get ripped kind of like this. So yeah, now we have the falling chain of corpse. The YouTube gods are so gonna be after me for this video, but that's okay. Clear everything. And now it's time for one of my all-time favorite experiments. Now this is what happens when just a regular person NPC meets with a gorse. And by this, I don't just mean he's assaulted with goo. Though that also happens. This is the special part right here. So what do you say we make a chimera? First step is to pause time, because if you separate a limb from a body and pause time, it just functions like it's part of the body but further away. Like it's where your phantom limb goes, right? It is why you experience phantom limb, because that limb is still there. It's just, somewhere back in Cambodia. And we just sew them together. Like, that's the rest. We sew the creature together. Important step is, well, all of these steps are important, but you want to separate the spare human bits so that it doesn't try to kill them, because the head's there, and if the head dies, the whole person dies, right? And the other thing, you want to stick them. What? Oh. Oh, yeah. So when performing this experiment, there's a small chance that uh, the subject the subject explodes with violent force. The blood splatters all the way over here. Yeah. Yeah, so sometimes that happens. It's, Your Honor, it was an oopsie daisies. It was. In my client's defense, she's very sorry. Let's let that fall so we can see the bottom. Because it gets darker and darker, and at a certain point, I just can't tell where the floor is. So, I let light sources fall. to illuminate the bottom of the abyss. And why are we in the bottom of the abyss? Well, more nuclear explosives, of course. So we set a nuke at the bottom, and we set a person at the top. And we press detail view just for the red to illuminate a little bit. There it is. The circle, the initial explosive. Let's go watch the person now. Surprisingly okay. This is how I think all nuclear experiments should be done. Of course, I will be the one doing all the experiments because I should be trusted around nukes. Actually, I should be the nuclear football, right? You know the idea that the idea of the codes being hidden inside someone's heart? Yeah, I should be that person. And then I should be the only one allowed to use the codes, in case it's not obvious. This is all satire. Because look at what happens when I'm trusted with high-grade explosives. See? See? The fact that I think my favorite part is that the initial explosive doesn't do them in. It's the next shockwave that just rips them from the ground. Very, very violently. Again, if I were ever taken to court, this game would be evidence against me. There's the bits. There's the people parts. Ooh, that actually reminds me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to a new map. Introducing the Blendorama 3000. I'm trying to make it sound like an ad pitch, but I have no names. Right. So all you're gonna need is one small room. Any small room will do. And you can buy the ultimate fan blender. We supply you with 4 to 5 large fans, yes. So that the room becomes a large blender. See? Let's look at. See, it even blends pumpkins. Is there a watermelon in this game? I remember there's not. It blends any fruit, really. But sadly, the only thing we have in the ad studio is a pumpkin. In terms of fruit and vegetables, it also blends people. Because the best way to start your day is a healthy smoothie of people parts, Again, the YouTube gods are breathing down my neck right now. I shouldn't be saying these things. And it even doubles as as an automatic painter, You don't want to do that manual labor of painting your room, and you don't want to hire someone because that can be expensive. Well, with this blender, you get free room paint. It only comes in red. And the cops will be called. But don't worry, it's still a very efficient blender. I love the pumpkin bits just sitting down. Oh god, that was very shaky. Love the pumpkin bits sitting down in the corner. Let's add more pumpkin to the people stew. Right. This is not a stew, this is a smoothie. You get the point. Mm-hmm. Now the only problem is to turn it off, you have to freeze time, so unless you're Dio Brando, it's very hard to pull off. But here we have it, the final product of our smoothie. Dear God. This kind of reminds me of that one Steve Buscemi quote from Spy Kids. Do you think God stays in heaven because he too fears what he created? Alright. And there's the rock still in place. Let's see if we can get the random event. And to see it will set off a small explosive. Right. Okay, that was a bad idea, because now I don't know if I got it, because when you're like that one band, you're Smashing Pumpkins, there is a small chance for just an ominous black mist to escape. Not like that, because it didn't happen there. But that was not it. You'll know it when you see it. I highly encourage buying this game to find out for yourself. It's very entertaining, even if me saying that is a little concern. It is, regardless, a pretty entertaining thing. You can even customize the jukebox. Right. German television from God knows when about something I'm not skilled enough to translate. But yeah, let me go to audio. Ain't that a neat thing in the settings? Turn the master volume up, because I realize that I'm not sitting in silence because I have my headphones volume down. And for that I'm sorry. But let's see what I get copyrighted here for today. Right. Right. Anyway, that's enough of that before I get copyrighted. And the NPCs are rarely different from the regular people. This one is different. There's a ghost that floats, and just the modded ones are mainly just different aesthetically. But not this guy. Not Knife Hands. You'll never guess how he got his name. It's because in high school he tried to make his hands look like Wolverine. It's knives. Also, my other mods. I think this one would be a fun one to do in a very small room, because sometimes you gotta let people roam free. Are there any larger ones? I know there are. Oh, I've never seen that happen before. That was interesting to learn first. but the mutation syringes are vast and screwed up. Honestly, I think the Japanese in World War II would have liked these, right? Wait for it. it keeps going for a while, actually. Yeah. I probably shouldn't have done this, because it takes a while. But that's okay. Because who doesn't like having a tree of people, right? I know I sure don't. Yeah. That's enough of your misery. Right. Person, there's also this. I don't really think I have time to go through all of it, so I'll just go show you my favorite, the Absorber. Yeah, you wanna know how he got that name? Just absorbs people. You know, as one does. There's also Midas. Okay, that didn't work. That didn't work. As I was saying, there's also Midas, who... Give me your fist. Yeah, it turns flesh gold. I don't know why it's only flesh, but it's only flesh. So, time to separate him from the situation he's created. That's not exactly what I meant to do, but sure. Yeah, this ain't... We're just gonna, you know, cheat a little bit by pumping the life directly into this person. And now we have an art piece. Oh, why is that part flesh? No, it's just realistic clay to symbolize, runs away. Did I just say that out loud? What is wrong with me? Anyway, so now that we have this very much suffering person who looks angry with some higher being. Hold on. Let's get rid of the corpse, and you know exactly how we're gonna do that. Not with that. Oh, interesting. That's how we're gonna get rid of him. Oh dear. Oh, it severed a golden leg. Right, it severed a golden leg. Does this mean we have to do the same with the leg? You know what? The sculpture not related to SCP will be hung up as an art piece. And you know, have just an eensy bit of health juice in them. Yeah, there we go. And that's a taste of this game. I'll probably be back with it soon, but I've done enough recording. Good day, good night, good whenever you are. See you next time.